I once had a manager who told me that feedback is a gift. This week's EQ moment is feedback is a gift that others don't have to give. Feedback is so important to understand how you're perceived, what your strengths are, what your opportunity areas are. And yes, it can be nerve-wracking to receive that feedback because you just don't know what people will say. But think about it as a conversation. It's gaining insight into how you are perceived. And just as nerve-wracking as it may be for you to receive the feedback, it can also be a tenuous situation for others to give the feedback. They have to think through the context, how they're going to frame up the message. I always like to sandwich feedback with positive, constructive, positive, and then an open-ended question that leads to dialogue and discussion. And the biggest way and the fastest way to stop the feedback loop is to be defensive. And so I encourage you to not only solicit feedback, but also listen with open ears to hear what others have to say. Because if you don't get that valuable feedback, there could be a blind spot preventing you from getting to where you want to go. So this week's leadership challenge is to solicit feedback from others, your coworkers, your peers, your manager, your direct reports, even your family members and friends. Just ask them simply, what's one thing that I do better than anyone else? What's one area that if I put focus in, it could take me from good to great? You see how I did that? I didn't ask, what's my weakness? What's my opportunity area? If you want to be direct, you can definitely be direct. But sometimes that's a good way to really solicit that feedback on where you can take it to the next level. This is Kristin Harper with your EQ Moment.